Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this show runs through the ages. Sinners and saints, goblins and haints, but beware as they say we're contagious. Sick with the truth, we uncover the lies. We beat on the drums as they march side by side. Wake up, my dear friends, and smell that fresh roast. Last night shall no longer exist. You're here by yourself, but you're never alone, as we spin stories you'll hear in the mist. Reptilians and greys, we folk who stay hidden. Mysterious booms, archaeology forbidden. Stay away from the village, keep off of the moors. There's a lady in white and bloodstains on the floor. So sit back and relax, take the load off your feet, as we're here to amaze, entertain, and complete. You see, my name is John, and Stacy's here too, and my, do we have something in store for you. Welcome to the Paranormal Sideshow, with your host, authors of Till Death and Beyond, John and Stacy Edwards of ParanormalSideshow.com. Hello and welcome to the Paranormal Sideshow. I'm going to have to get a better system because I've got a terrible one where Stacy's supposed to put her finger up and she keeps putting it up for like all this stuff. She's over here looking like Paul Stanley at the beginning of a Kiss show. It's like, thank you there in the back. Yeah, hey, how you doing? And so we are back. We are live once again. Mm-hmm. We are here and we are really enjoying this.
Yes, we like the live.
Yeah, well, we like it. We like it a lot better than the Memorex, and it's just the way it is. But it's, another one of those nice little nights here. Not our normal night that will be going on, because our normal night should be Thursdays. Mm-hmm. We just are going to go Wednesday this time because we like to confuse people, and we're really trying out, what is best, what's not best, all that good stuff. And, it's live, pal, so it is what it is. You got to deal with certain things you just don't expect. So, I really liked the response we had off YouTube from last week, but we'll get into more of that in a second. Before we get any further into the show, I want to, for us here at the Paranormal Sideshow, we want to give our thoughts and prayers to anybody out that's going to be, dealing with this hurricane that is up, oh my God, in the Gulf right now. Hurricane Laura, it looks massive, and it's gonna make landfall as a Cat 4. So that can cause some major devastation. The big thing is going to be the storm surge. It looks like, which can basically, it's terrifying. It's like 20 feet, that on top of what normally comes in, that's covering towns.
That stuff terrifies me anyway.
And it's just horrifying. There's been a lot in a row, which is really strange. You had the two dueling banjo hurricanes a few days ago. Nothing really came of that, and now this event. But yeah, just our thoughts are with it. We got a bunch of friends down in that area, and a bunch of listeners. So we just wanted to give a shout out to all of you, and hopefully, it doesn't do any damage and dwindles out before anything happens, because that can happen as well.
Yes,
you never know.
You never know.
It's just been a weird year, man. It's been a very weird year. That's a good way of putting it, right?
Yes.
That's like the docile way of putting it. But, we had some great feedback, as I said, from the last two shows that we've done. And, of course, the feedback was so good that we've decided to just go with this thing. Okay, for the time being, right now, we are going to go live. We are going to be live on the Sideshow. We'll have your normal Sideshow. If you just like listening to it on the podcast, then you'll have the opportunity to keep doing what you're doing right now. Because if you're just sitting there right now in your car and you're like, well, I don't even understand what you're talking about. Well, that's okay. Just let it go, sugar daddy. You don't have to worry about it. Just keep driving and or if you live somewhere that YouTube's blocked in your country, which we have those too probably, because we got a lot of people live in a lot of interesting places. You need to buy a VPN, and there's like a mess of them that you can get, but that way it can hide that, and it can hide your addiction to politics. you politic or whatever it is you watch.
Right.
But yeah, so we're trying this out, and feedback is appreciated. Good or not as good as the good. And just let us know hey, what we need to change, what would be better, and all this good stuff, because we're always willing to listen, man. That's what it's about, is making it bigger and better, and that's what this is also about, is making it more interactive with you guys. We love the fact of being able to talk to everybody, and honestly, it's been a lot of fun just having the chaos again. So we have a lot of other shows that we're doing,
right,
and those are still going to have some the for the Patreon. It's going to have all kinds of Patreon exclusives, including after tonight's show. There's going to be something very exciting, and that's going to be the debut of our new show for the patrons. Okay, so we're going to have our normal Paranormal Sideshow live right now,
right,
and we're going to go through all that, and then as soon as this thing's over, it's going to go dark, like a lights out dark match, if you will. And the lights are going to come back on, and then we're going to be continuing with the rest of the story or whatever. I actually have a name for it, because we've called our fans sideshow offs. We've done a few different things, right?
Yes.
So I've got new ones. They're rips now.
Oh, okay.
They are rips.
Okay. I don't know these yet.
Well, no, I know. They're really important people.
Oh, okay.
So Paranormal Sideshow RIPs.
I like it.
And
I like it.
And, that way you can have your little coffin with your RIP there to show how important you are, that you are an RIP.
That's
but
right.
It's going to be the RIP show, which is the extra. It's the after the show. Whatever you want to call it, what it is we got some more content. So usually when we get done with a show, we end up talking about a story anyway, that kind of stuff. But what we're going to do on the RIP extra is going to be we're going to have an extra story just for you, and we're going to have another little countdown, and it's a watch along, more than a list. It's more of a reaction thing, because it's going to be us watching it with you, but some more paranormal videos and stuff, just some fun.
Right.
It's a loose little deal. I'm not going to put a time limit on it. God knows it could be 30 minutes, it could be 30 hours, so you never know. But it's just a little extra that we wanted to do, because we usually hang out anyway afterwards, and this gives us a reason for something fun and something cool, and we're looking forward to doing it. So there you go, the little rip extra. Just like if you eat a big mess of beans and some, cornbread, you're going to rip some extras. But
yes, you are.
That kind of stuff. So, hey, what do you think of that?
I like it.
Good. I just put all that on Stacy right now.
You did. I knew nothing about. I knew about the show, but I knew nothing about the name. I
know nothing. Little Schultz action there. Anyway, baby, it's been a crazy week, like we were talking.
It has.
Another way it's been a crazy week is my dreams. Okay, not my dreams like a hashtag Bruce Wayne job.
Right.
I've got dreams there. I've got dreams everywhere, but not those kind of dreams. I'm talking about the legitimate close your eyes. When you close your eyes, do you dream about me? Anyway, those kind of dreams.
Right.
When I have been able to sleep regular, it has been flooded with dreams. Now, here's the weird thing. When I get up, I've been seeing some corner of your eye people. I don't even want to call them shadow people, but it's something, because we have shadows all the time around here. I mean, that's just normal. We're not sure if they're like skeletons from my closet that have got out, and they're just like, hey, remember me? I'm 1998. We don't know, but what we do know is that it's okay with us, because it's what we do, and we're, you're going to bring stuff home, and I don't get cleansed, all that kind of stuff. But this thing's been different. I don't know. It's been different. For instance, earlier I was putting on some shoes, and I closed my eyes for a second after I tied my shoes, opened my eye, and as soon as I opened my eye, there was a figure to my right, and it just took right off. and it was very strange.
That is strange.
And I sit there for a second, because when that happens, what are you going to do, right? Especially in our house. I mean, we don't freak out because it happens so much. But I've also been noticing Wavy Girl has been looking all around the room, and she looks like that video of 2016 Hillary Clinton. You remember when Hillary was Hillary was on stage, and she made the unfortunate faces that they gift all to hell, because she was watching some balloons get released or whatever, and she was like. And I can't even do the face. Well, Wavy Girl, little Waverly, she has been seeing something, and she goo-goos and gagas at it and points at it, freaks you out.
She likes to point. She points at all kinds of places.
She especially points at ghosts.
She points at the ceiling. She points at the corner.
Yeah, so to make it even weirder, I've had friends telling me about their dreams. Okay, so some of them even posted on Facebook. They're like, "Hey, I had a dream about you last night," which is strange.
That's weird.
I mean, it is. It is. I mean, I understand, right? I get it. It's okay. It's all right. But I do understand as well that it's strange when it's so compelling that people have to post it, and say, but I've had a lot of messages like, "Hey man, I had a dream that we were blah, 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 blah." And, oh, okay. That's weird, because I'm having weird dreams too. And, I don't know. I just like to add these things. When this stuff happens, I'm always checking the moon. I'm checking the temperature. I'm checking, Stacy, making sure she's not doing something weird, cackling and casting bones down in the basement or something. You just never know, man. So I don't know. Have you had anything weird going on?
I have not had any weird dreams or anything like that. I have been kind of restless when I was sleeping, though.
Yeah, you have.
I don't know anything about that. Like you just told me that I've been moving around a lot when I sleep.
Oh, wow.
And I've not had restless legs, or I've not been feeling bad, really. I've been kind of tired, but...
This is odd.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
So
I got chills for some reason.
Yeah, it was probably because there's a ghost. Like, really? You don't realize, huh? Yeah, you were playing. I mean, you were like, I don't know, man. You were river dancing the other night. I mean, I even heard like a pan flute in the background. It was just like, I mean, your little feet was just like, it's like dun, 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 all over the place. And I put up with it for like 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm like, man, she puts up with me snoring. She puts up with me kicking and punching and biting and bleeding and levitating. She puts up with a lot of stuff, right? I'm not going to wake her up. I'm just going to let her sleep. And plus, it's Stacy. You don't understand, okay? She's all sweet right now. She's not that way normally.
Yes, I am. I am perpetually sweet.
You are. You absolutely are. So, I meant like if you get woke up.
Right. Well, if you wake me up nicely. I think you, the other night, were just at the end of your rope with my kicking, and you kind of woke me up a little bit abruptly, and it surprised me. I was not prepared for that.
No, and I think you misinterpreted. I was leaning over.
Right.
To gently caress your shoulder.
Oh, was that what that was?
As I whispered your name. Okay.
I see.
And when I did, I kind of slipped.
Oh, I see.
And it just sort of it kind of
surprised you.
Yeah, it just kind of shoved right in there. I was like, "Oh, Stacey," I didn't mean it to do like that.
Right.
It just happened, and I couldn't explain it because you were tired. But so I forgive you. I forgive you.
I noticed in the chat that Michelle, hi Michelle, she said that she's noticed pets acting weird. Now we don't actually have any pets. So
well, we have a lot of kids,
children. So yeah, that's kind of
they're acting
same.
Weird. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. Now let's go look at some animals. We got friends with pets. Do you think they'd mind if we showed up at their house?
We just showed up and be like, "Excuse me, have your pet's been acting weird?" Pets do act weird though around supernatural. Like they stare in the corners and they look at the walls and they bark at nothing, and it could be creepy.
Speaking of supernatural,
have a pet around.
So Jensen Ackles and his adorable face, he's gonna be in The Boys.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
can't wait for that.
The Amazon exclusive, The Boys, season 2, I guess. We started it. We haven't actually got through season 1. We're gonna have to now.
Yeah, so we can see Jensen.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's really the only reason.
Didn't you tell me that they were going to put my main man in there too? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Hey, girlfriend. That's my main man.
We can share.
Yeah, you get sloppy.
There's enough of him to go around.
You get sloppy, like, Dybbuk box seconds. No, yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is supposed to be in it, and they've already got Bobby Singer in it, so I don't know that cat's real name.
That's nice. I don't know his name either.
That's all. Balls. It's always going to be Bobby, but that's fine. They got the whole cast pretty much that matters, and old Doe Eyes can go back to Gilmore Girls or whatever.
No, he's doing Walker, Texas Ranger. Remember? Isn't he going to be Walker, Texas Ranger?
Oh God.
I haven't seen anything about that. That was the rumor.
I just could see the concerned face now. Like, are you really going to break the law?
He does have the doe eyes.
Oh my God. To like this annoying level. It lost its cuteness when he turned 40 and got bald.
He's not bald, is he?
Yeah, he's not.
Is he balding?
He's not bald, but he's that cat that doesn't realize it when they start going bald. And trying to keep that luxurious grandma hair.
Right.
And so
some people don't lose that.
No, they don't. Kaku. Freaking Kaku. I know you're out there. I know you're listening. I know you're being a CNN correspondent right now.
He's kept his luxurious hair.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Yes.
He'll probably be the one that guides us through the alien invasion.
Very beautiful silver color too.
Yeah,
People pay for that color.
During the alien invasion, he'll be like,
he'll be there to explain it all.
Wolf Blitzer will be like, "We got Mitch now, Kaku here to tell us about the aliens because he's never freaking seen one. But Kaku, what do you think we should do?" Well, I think we should probably get out and bow to them and give our servitude. Never mind the reptilians digging up currently from the ground and waving and saying, "Hey, bro, down here, we need to unify with them as well."
Right.
Yeah. So, and wear your mask. Absolutely wear your mask. Aliens do not feel threatened if they don't see your teeth. They got a problem with the teeth. The big gray head, no mouth. It pisses them off. So if they see teeth, it's a problem. So, and reptilians think you're weird because your tongue has no fork.
Do they?
Yeah. You did that the other day. I don't know what it was, but it was like the dumbest thing. Like, because you're a really smart girl. So when you do something funny or stupid, it really... Mm-hmm. It permeates. It's like when grandma lets a fart.
Right.
It's all of a sudden you're like, that first time, like,
right.
Oh, you do that too, unless it's my grandma, and she just does drive-bys, man. It's just my mom. I call her mom, but grandmom. She is the world's man. She is just so funny. Every bit of humor I ever got came from that woman. And including other things like the shine, my attitude, all that good stuff. But man, it don't have nothing to do with age either, buddy. It don't matter how back I go into memory banks, and she still does it. She'll be like, middle of a conversation with her, she'll be like, kids, I'm gonna go down the hall for a second. And she'll get up and start walking, and it's like, no one's really sure what's happening. That's the problem.
Right.
You don't know what's happening until you're already a victim.
Until it's too late.
Until it's hashtag grandma drive-by.
That's right.
And there is nothing worse than a grandma drive-by.
I hate it when you're in the store and you get one. Like you're just standing there and some old lady walks by you and then you're like, oh,
yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, no. I mean, they're bad, man. And they don't care. I can't wait till I get to that age. I can't wait till I get to the age where I don't look when I'm backing up. We just kind of hope you get killed. You don't want to die, but at the same time, you're just tired of looking around, right? You just pull in sideways in the parking spot at Walmart,
right?
It's just like, well, I'm gonna pull here, and just perpetually flipping people off as you're walking.
Right.
I don't know. I can't wait to get to that. Part of me is like, I'm gonna really enjoy it. I'm gonna eat it up, man. I really am. I'm gonna be sneezing at salad bars. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So anyway, it's time to talk about pay the bills a little bit, let's talk about some of this stuff. You want to tell them about some cons, baby?
Sure. So let's talk about our upcoming stuff. So first we have CyberCon. That is this Saturday, just in a few days, August 29th from 12 to 8. And we will be at our booth all day. And you can come by and chat with us and say hi. And then at 5, we'll be doing our panel, our lecture for Scarefest. It's on the Appalachian Giants, Moon-Eyed People, and just other random hidden history that we think is interesting. And that'll be at 5. They have a lot of other great speakers. There's a whole day. If you go to the website, it's scarefest.artfarm.tv. You can get your tickets. I think they're $5. And you can see the list of all the panels and the people that are going to be there.
Yeah, very cool. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. We are looking forward to Scarefest CyberCon virtual convention. And like she said, it's this Saturday, 12 to 8. That's on the East Coast time. So just be sure to get your tickets. And there's all kinds of goodies. There's all kinds of cool people to get on there and meet virtually and all this stuff. And during a select time, we're going to be nude. We're not sure like what part, but we want to make our statement.
Right.
We just want to get that phone call the next day from Scarefest, being guys.
I think they could probably turn our camera off.
Hey, we really appreciate you guys. Being so lenient with everything and closing out the day. Having a good time. Yeah, we would like to. We had some comments, something about nudity and really? Are you sure it was us? I think it was that Chad guy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you got to watch people named Chad at Scarefest. So, no, we're looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, we're going to be talking about something cool. You're going to be educated if you tune in.
That's right.
We promise you we'll be educated.
All right, and so then we also have the Great Smoky Mountain Comic Expo. This is in October. This is a live event, October 3rd and 4th in Newport, Tennessee, where we will be in a physical booth, not a virtual one. And it is a comic expo. I believe they have a lot of really good people coming. Not a lot of paranormal people. We're about the only paranormal, I think, people that are going to be there.
We are the only paranormal. I mean, there's some weird people, but we're the only ones that have an excuse.
Right. And so you can come by if you're anywhere near Newport, Tennessee. You go to GreatSmokyMountainComicExpo.com. It has hyphens in between every single word. You can see it there on the screen at the bottom. And that's where you can get all the information and buy your tickets. Yeah, man.
I'll talk about this one here for a second. We are very excited about this as well. And like she says, we're going to be a real boy that day. Both days. We'll be there both days. We'll be there both October 3rd and 4th. So, and we'll be partying like sometime between the 3rd and 4th. So if you want to be a real RIP, look us up.
Exactly.
But Newport, man, what I'd really like to figure out is how to do a ghost hunt up there on in that building not to be named. But right. The coolest thing about it is it's where the episode that I did for Ghost Brothers happened in that town. So that was, that was the whole contact in the first place.
Right.
So it's very exciting about that, meeting a lot of people from Newport. I've been getting messages from people that live in Newport, so I know you're listening. Shout out to all you cats down there in Cott County. It's looking forward to coming down there and seeing all of you. And in particular, one was asking me something about some paranormal hunts and places, and I will be contacting you back shortly. Get a lot of messages, and when it's a good message like that, then I really want to take my time on the answer. Sometimes it will be a few days, and we'll get back with you on that. But Great Smoky Mountain Comic Expo, but all the attention has to be on Scarefest right now.
Yes.
So this Saturday, Cyberfest, and we're going to be cybering all over the place. So really excited about that.
All right. Those are the only events I have to talk about.
That is right. And for those of you on, just listening to the podcast right now, and you're wondering, hey man, John never hesitates. Well, John's hesitating because he's trying to share his own show to people because I didn't tell anybody.
I could probably do that from here.
And,
I can do that.
You can't.
Michelle, that's very sweet. We would love it if you drove 10 hours to come see us in Newport, Tennessee.
Hey, we would. We would
absolutely love that.
I am going to share this on mine because so bear with us, people.
Okay, we're going to do the sharing.
Bear with us.
Did you already share it on Paranormal Sideshow?
No. I'm sharing it on my actual
Okay.
on the shoot page.
Okay, so I'm going to share it on Paranormal Sideshow.
Yeah, I'm going to share it. And you guys could do the same. This could be the share break.
Share break.
We'll edit this out, probably, the podcast.
I forget that I'm supposed to share the link before we start.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's still a new system for me. It's still a
Right.
little bit, a learning curve. There's a learning curve with this, so that's the way that works.
All right.
And
Well, mine's done. So I want to talk about the patrons. Okay. So like I said, we have a lot of cool stuff on the Patreon, including John and Stacy versus the Unknown, including a new show that we are really, excited about launching. Very excited about launching, and it's all about you. And it's all about the strangest thing ever to happen to you. Okay, so hence the name of the show is the strangest thing ever. And of course the Facebook's already launched for it. We have all the good stuff launched for it already. So just excited about the show, and just keep sending your experiences, please. If you have any kind of, obviously everybody you have something that's the strangest thing. It doesn't matter if you had, I don't know, you found a woolly mammoth bone and it ended up giving everybody a virus in your little small Antarctic town. Something cool like that. Anything. I don't care what it is. If it's a weird story, man, it could be a disappearance. It could be the fact you killed your brother-in-law and you've hid it for all these years. You want to come out and tell about it. I could promise you, we're not going to be ones to turn you in. Okay, so you got my solidarity on that, bros, and we have you, yo. So, what do you got anything to say on that?
no, just I can't wait to start doing the interviews for the new show.
Yeah, we've got them lined up.
We've got a few lined up. Yes, that
for those of you on deck, I appreciate you already reaching out, and of course, it's just like with Raj's readings. If you would like a reading, and you got a question. Man, she's badass. If you didn't catch her on the Facebook Live, we'll be bringing her maybe on the next episode here. Do something and line up a couple of maybe live readings, maybe some one-on-one stuff. Just as an extra. We might do that on the RIP next time, just to get Raja. It could be the Raja important person,
right?
But man, she's really really good at it. So, are we gonna put that over there?
Yes. I wasn't sure you were talking about that yet.
That's that's the whole conversation right now.
I see. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's when I talk about these other shows we're doing.
I was still in sharing break. I apologize.
Okay. Obviously, as you can see, being a patron helps us out and immensely. We do have to pay for all these shows, and it's well worth it.
Yes,
it is absolutely well worth it on our end. So we enjoy it, we love it, and we love bringing all the new content to you. So that's the way, and our addresses. Instagram, John and Stacey Edwards. Go out there, and we've actually did a new IG just for the new show, the sharing show. Do you remember what the handle is on that, or do I need to just post it?
The Twitter handle for the Strange Show, I believe it's My Strange Tale, at My Strange Tale on Twitter.
Yeah. What do you remember the Instagram for that? It's a quiz here.
I actually don't. Is it not the same thing?
No.
My Strange Tale?
No, it's not.
I know we had trouble getting exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, it's hard to find anything with Strange Tale, and you wouldn't believe what you find when you look that up.
Don't Google that. Don't.
Yeah, do not.
Don't Google.
Don't. No.
My Strange.
No. Whatever
Tale.
you do, don't do
Hi,
that.
Raven. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. So, we're gonna talk about one thing, and I want to be serious here for a second.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna look straight at the camera.
Oh, well, let me put you back on so they can see you looking straight at the camera. There you go.
That silence is for you. All you Robert Pattinson haters. All you''s been talking about a sparkly Batman. I'll have you know, since day one, I was on the Robert boat.
Were you?
Yeah. Why are you saying that like
No, I agree. I think you were on the right.
No. That was that wife thing. That was that, were you? Not how I remember it, Bruce.
No, I do actually remember you being okay with him being Batman.
I was more than okay with it.
I remember us pulling up pictures and like covering his face.
Yeah.
To see what he would look like.
That's all it took.
In the mask.
I was like, oh yeah, he's got the chin for it.
So as long as he got the chin for it, it's all good.
No, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it because I watched some of his dramatic stuff, and that's what it's going to take. So Lost City of Z was excellent. He did an excellent job in it because he's a great actor because you don't know it's him in the film.
Right.
Okay, it's not like freaking De Niro. You can holler De Niro and Pacino all you want to me, but when you watch them, they're just being De Niro and Pacino in another movie. Like, people write movies around them.
Right.
It's like, hey, this would be a great role for De Niro. What is it? An ex-mobster. Now it's like an ex-mobster grandpa, It's like, well, no shit. I mean, that's what he is, right? So I like actors and actresses who actually, I don't know, act. It's not just the fact, I mean, yeah, they got a cool gimmick, and don't get me wrong, I think all the people I just named have wonderful gimmicks, okay? But I really like when you get somebody in there and they can be a character and they can really go deep into it, like Jared Leto, somebody. Well, maybe not that far. Maybe you don't want a Leto. There should be a term for that.
Right.
You don't want to go that deep, but you want to get deep.
Right.
And he did The Lost City of Z, is where I really got my love for him because it was like, wow, man, he's excellent, and he doesn't have to. In wrestling, you've got all these kids come in, and they always want to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everybody wants to be like the badass. When you're at training and you're training wrestlers, or guys to be wrestlers, girls to be wrestlers, they all want to be the badass. It's like, well, I was thinking my character could wear tassels on their arms and face paint and beat everybody in 3 seconds. It's like, well, yeah, you can do that, for a week. But we're looking for depth. The real characters are the ones that can poke fun of themselves. They can be the cowardly heel. They can, turn it on, right? You can run from people, but you can also outsmart people. And there's an art to it. There's an art to most of your comedians they will poke the most fun at themselves. And it's okay to be laughed at, right? That's and there's a method to that madness. There really is. And he reminds me of that good worker, as we would say in wrestling. He's got that ability, man. I will say I would love to go, the Lighthouse really won him over on me. Except for the fact the Lighthouse can honestly, I would like to take the Lighthouse and if the problem is, I love everybody that worked on the Lighthouse. I mean, the guy who made it is the guy who makes all the good movies, and I was so excited. Man, that movie sucks.
It's definitely not got a high rewatchability.
Yeah, no, I mean,
not at all.
I was a little intrigued. With the masturbation and the seagull. It was kind of interesting. Did the seagull cause the masturbation? Was the masturbation going to be on the seagull?
I was, about halfway through, I was just determined to finish it because I thought there was going to be some bigger meaning there that I needed to figure out. I mean, I thought that there was going to be.
Yeah, that's what we thought, huh? That's what we thought. And that didn't happen. I'm just saying, I'm real excited. DC this past weekend, if you don't know what we're talking about, they had their big Fandome thing, and it was amazing. They went through all these new shows that are coming out, all these new, hold on a second. Are you having a problem here?
Well, our video's freezing, so I'm not entirely sure why. Unless it's just that I have a lot of stuff open on my computer. So I just was seeing if there was something I could do.
So we are going to edit this.
I was just trying to see if there was something that I could do. So do you just want to end it and start a new
We're going to start a new one, guys, and we'll be editing this for the people after the fact. But we can't. It'd be better than having you suffer through this.
Yeah, we don't want you guys to have to freeze every second. So stay tuned. We'll be right back live in just a minute.